Hey, what's up? I'm Garrett Gerard. Welcome to Thrive Beauty Tribe. I'm so super excited that you all have subscribed to this mentorship program. And I'm excited about this new hairstyle that we get ready to do. We get ready to call, I don't know what we're going to call this, but it is going to be a dope razor cut technique that you all can use with your previous short hair clients. Maybe they may already have a haircut and you want to go in and make them shorter, but we're going to create a really nice edgy razor cut look that I'm going to use a heated razor with. Now you don't have to use a heated razor with my with this technique, but this is what I have available today that I'm going to use. So you can basically use any type of razor that you have, and if some of you have any great shears, you can use your shears too as well if you are familiar with certain techniques to get a certain texture look. So as you can see, my model, she is molded, she is relaxed. I do not recommend doing this on nobody that is natural. It is not going to lay down. I repeat, it will not lay down. She's basically just been shampooed and molded. Around the face is what we call face framing. And so we actually framed around the face. And this is basically where you do not finger wave the whole head. It just, it has everything to do with her edges, her hairline, all the way around. Okay? If you have watched some of the other previous videos, I started my molding in the back, center, and molded away from the spot, from the center spot. Here and away from it. Alright? Some of you are probably saying, well, why is the rest of her hair is not molded in the front? Well, we're going to blow dry this out and we're going to add extensions to it because we want to give it a realistic, more natural look as possible. So it's almost like an overall leave out all the way around. Okay? And we're going to go in with our Marcel. If you're not a Marcel user, I recommend you get involved in using Marcels. We're going to go in, not create a whole lot of curls, but just enough to give it some detail. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in, I'm going to take my, if you don't have my oil, get my GG polish drops. We're going to go in. It's vitamin E and protein to keep the hair strong and healthy. I'm going to go in just a little bit, mold this in. And please don't forget to leave your comments and your questions, and I will be glad to answer those questions for you. So we're going to go in with the blow dryer and blow dry the top, the crown of the head. Crown, right? And I'm pushing it forward. And a shout out to my model. She ain't come to play with y'all. We got that smoke. So what we're going to do is we're going to visualize where we want to place the tracks. So with this look, I want to create a lot of texture here. Right up in here in the back. Let me show you. Back off up in here will be majority of her hair. I'm going to blend this with the extensions toward all up in here. Alright. So I want to focus almost like a mohawk section, but it's not a mohawk. More of a mohawk section. So our pieces are going to go right up in here. We're not going to split the tracks. It's because we want to keep much weight as possible for swing purposes and bounce purposes. We're going to go underneath the frame. We're not going to break up into the frame and part. No, the tracks are going to be too low. We don't want any hair to be located if the wind blows, and we don't want it to fall on her hairline. So we're going to go above the frame, which means above the edges. So we're going to locate from this eye, from the corner of this eye to the corner of the other eye. each corner. You have to visualize it. So we're gonna go here. It should look like that. This is considered her leave out around her hairline, right? You can use whatever color you're using. We're using black today. Straight across, just like that. And this is a great way to just add a whole nother look to your clients without them just being bored with just one cut or one style. You can go in and just kind of add a whole different look. So of course I'm using my 30 seconds. I'm putting it directly on the scalp. I do not recommend sewing this in. You could do a sew in, but sometimes sew-ins can leave the hair too bulky. So you want it flat as possible. I'm gonna seal it with some heat. Sometimes you may want to seal it with a hairspray and put the blow dry on top. Just depends on. All right, our next section. Now on her right side, I am going to curve it just a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit more curve to it because I want just a little bit to fall on the opposite side. Add just a small curve on the opposite side. Those of you that are a part of the tribe and you have not found the Facebook page, please make sure you find Thrive Beauty on Facebook so you can get those monthly live videos and empowerment sessions. We're going to repeat this same step. Don't forget to put a curve to it on the end, on the opposite side of where you start. This is also a creative way and safer way to add hair color if you decide you want to add color to it. we're going to continue this process halfway. And when I get halfway, we will be back with our next step. All right, we are back. We've glued in our last piece that we're going to add to it. Now, sometimes it depends on how dramatic you want to go. And I think I'm going to add a few more. I thought I was done, but I think I'm going to add a few more. And sometimes as you go along, you're going to kind of visualize what you want and how you want it to fall. So I'm going to add maybe just a few more pieces up. And the reason I didn't split the tracks too as well is because after you razor cut takes bulkiness out of the hair. So it'll be perfectly fine. Get this hairspray. This is a great hairspray I found by Pacino. Pacino is a well-known barber. So this is a really great hairspray that you can purchase. One more. And as you can see, the pieces are getting smaller as we go towards the back. It's not getting wider, it's getting smaller. All right, perfect. So what we're going to do, we have all our pieces in now. I want you to look underneath where our leave out was. We're going to take that and basically just kind of comb it out underneath. So even if she had pulled it back and clamped it out of the way or pinned it, there are no tracks detected. Right. So what I'm going to do, I love to add sometimes water to the haircut. Trying to make sure this was water. So that's what I'm smelling. Y'all see me smelling. I'm trying to let's leave it in conditioner. You can take foam or water and pull it through the hair. This also helps with a realistic look as well. And it will help the razor glide a whole lot better. Right? So we're going to go in. Like I said, you can use any razor you would like, but I'm using a heated razor. So if you need a heated razor, please hit me up. Right? So what we're going to do, sometimes you can kind of start from here for a blend. I don't want to do a big blend. This is what we call disconnected haircut. So those that are into haircutting, this is called a disconnected haircut. And disconnected haircut means each piece does not have to even up with the guide that you started off with. All right. When you do that, you can sometimes take away from the whole haircut. So this is going to be more of a really nice edgy punk rock look, or real edgy, real funky. So what I want to do is, instead of starting at the top, I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and to determine my length now. All right. And so since I started on the left, I'm going to start cutting on the left. I'm going to bring it down at a 45, not here. Bring it down at a 45-degree angle. Right? And I'm going to start cutting visually, just where you can make this whatever you would like to do. Right? Basically, it's a slither cut. You see that? Very asymmetrical. We're not finished. So what we're going to go in, this is what I like to call slither cutting. You're going to take this hair out at a 90 degree. Okay? Figure out where you want your layers to start. I'm not doing boom. I'm aiming my blade at a 45-degree angle, holding the hair at a 90-degree angle, and I'm going to slide down just like that. Take my next section, and this is something fun that you can use. You can create real edgy. Follow your guide from the last piece that you just cut. The last piece you just cut, here's the guide. And one reason I recommend it, spraying and adding a blow dryer, because when you use a razor, sometimes it tends to pull the track up. So if you're going to use the razor, make sure that those pieces are glued in. And it's common to happen. This is because the razors pull get one that comes loose, just rebond it. Now what I want to do is, I would like to take a few pieces, maybe a few pieces, 1 or 2 tracks that will blend in with what we have back here, which means I'm going to over direct it over and cut underneath just a little bit, just to get a little texture. And you're going to basically layer this according to your own liking. Okay. So I want to be done with that because I don't want to keep cutting and cutting, and before you know it, it'll be like mine. Ball. Take your blow dryer. Blow dry it out. Okay, now we're going to pin the bang yang out of the way. We're going to come back to that. I recommend you can probably use a nice curl wax. I love using curl wax or oils to go in and curl short hair. This is bed head. Let me get this anywhere. And I'm going to basically just go in. It's almost like an edge stick. Go in. Hit some of those areas where I know I'm going to apply heat. Okay. And also, I am going in curling iron. And I recommend using a hairspray that you can easily curl the hair with. Aerosol sometimes work if it's strong enough. I'm going to start right back here in the back. Right. So in this case, you can basically just watch. It's kind of self-explanatory when you're dealing with Marcel's. Basically just barely bending this hair. Just like that. Barely bending it. I want to focus on this perimeter right up in here. My curls are going up in here. Straight up, just like that. Alright, you see how I'm filling in all that area, those areas. Okay, since it's going forward, you're not gonna curl it back. That's a flip. So you're gonna curl it the opposite direction, actually towards in the direction that the tracks are laying. Now we're going to hit. Look how that's forming. Very beautiful. Look at that. You can see it's already forming. Some of you that may be just starting off, you may be saying, wow, he's going through it really fast, but just take your time. Those of you who are definitely used to it, you know what to do. If this is your first time using Marcel, please always test the irons on the neck strip or a white towel. If it turns brown, is that means the irons are too hot for the client's head. Y'all excuse my trauma. Short hair is basically a maze. It's all about connecting the dots, filling in those places. Pieces. Don't come out any curls, because we want the curls that we create to sit and settle. Right? Now what we're going to do, we're going to go in. I recommend using a hairspray where you can go in and kind of almost give it a crisp look, and then when you comb it out, it'll still it won't be full of product, but it'll still have a bounce to it. So I'm gonna go in and really saturate these bangs with some aerosol hairspray. I recommend aerosol hairspray. We're going to start with one piece at the bottom. We're going to start at the bottom. Go in. Gliding it from the root all the way to the ends, just like that. No heavy bump or bang. No heavy bump in the bangs. section. When we get to the crown, we're going to change the direction of the technique.
This is phase music.
See how I left those ends straight and that one end? Closer to the top, I do recommend using a more tougher hairspray at the top. Straight out.
This is phase music.
Straight out. Back at the bottom. Loop to the end. Straight out. This is what it looks like before the comb out and styling. And now we just got the curls in, we got the stylet. We're going to use a 3-in-1, and then we're going to use, we're going to clean her up around the hairline. Okay, so now we're gonna go in. Y'all can catch me getting this line up. So while we're doing this, our curls are actually they're setting in. take some oil. I recommend less oil on the extensions, more onto the hair. Then you're going to take your 3-in-1 comb. I'll find mine. Alright. So we're going to go in and barely rake it. I'm actually, instead of doing this, I'm actually pressing the back of it in. Go in. And now with our bangs, we're gonna it's a whole move. She can wear it either way. And basically from this look, you just play with it. Let it do its own thing. Type of uniform. Let this hair do what it wants to do. All right, this concludes. We calling it. I didn't have a name for this in the beginning. We calling this smoke. All right, we calling this smoke. Can be worn any type of way. Real classy. It's all about fun. It's all about creativity. Alright, don't forget to leave your comments, leave your questions, and check out the next video. I would love to get your feedback on hair products, maintenance, all of that, all of the above. Make sure you reach out to me, alright? Peace out.